Today I'm going to try and run ReactOS on all of these laptops here, and also a Pentium 4 desktop, which is not in this picture right now, or not in the shot right now. Yes, I also call it the poor man's Windows because it can run some Windows software at least already, even though it's in an alpha state and it's the version 0.47, which they released around 2 days ago, I think. And I was like, yeah, why not give it a shot again and actually try and run it on real hardware, because in a VM it's running somewhat fine already and there are a few minor issues, but let's actually try and run it. And another thing, sorry if my voice is a little weird today because I'm ill and I was so the last week or so. So yeah, sorry for that, and I hope you can still enjoy this video. So the first laptop I want to start with is this generic Garrycom laptop, which is basically two... Oh, the feet are sticky, oh my god. Like, look at that. The feet are disintegrating or something like that, and they're super sticky too. Oh my god. I didn't know that actually. Oh god, no. That's disgusting actually. Anyway, so let's move on. It's basically too weak to run anything. It's too weak for Windows 7, it's too weak for XP almost, and even though it has a dual core inside. I don't even know the exact model number or anything because there's nothing written on this thing, except Garrycom X5. So let's actually plug it in and let's try booting up ReactOS. I think I've installed, or at least tried to run Windows 10 on this thing, but all it did was getting stuck on the BIOS screen. Oh, I got the sticky feet. My fingers are sticking right now. Just because I touched the feet there. Where does it have the power check? There we go. If only the cable wouldn't be... Oh no, the cable is sticking too. Oh god. Yeah, that's disgusting. I mean, this thing is like 10 years old already or something like that. I've used this thing in my school days back then, and at least in my early school days, so yeah. ReactOS CD, let's try to power it on, and I think I still have Windows 10 installed here, so you can see what I mean. It's not booting up to Windows 10, it's not happy at all. Let me zoom in a little bit further here. And my camera should actually focus on the laptop, not anywhere else, please. Thank you. Yeah, it's just stuck there, so Intel logo and nothing else happens. And I can't even press... Oh, I can, okay, so yeah. I can press the power button, but it just shuts down the laptop. So let's actually put the Put the ReactOS CD in, or DVD actually. Because I have so many DVDs laying around that I can simply waste them like this. And let's try it again. I think it's actually trying to boot from CD now. Not sure though. At least it's making some noise on the CD drive. Nope. So I'll have to remove the hard drive, I think. Because I know I did that last time too. There we go. So let's actually try and remove the hard drive right now. I think this one will fit. Nope. Let's try a more pointy one. Whatever you call it in English. I think it's in there. I'm not sure. Oh, this one. Yep, there it is. So let's actually remove that. And try again without. Oh, exactly. Okay, so let's try it again, I guess. Let's power it on again, and hopefully it will boot to ReactOS this time. There we go. It moved beyond the Intel logo, and I think it's trying to read from the DVD drive. If we're lucky, ReactOS should... There we go, live CD. So let's actually try and use the non-debug version. I mean, it will probably not work at all, so we'll see anyways. So yeah, we have a boot screen right now, so that's at least something. And by the way, I'm just using the live CD because I'm not going to install ReactOS on all of these, because I'm using some of them productively still, so I don't really want to wipe my good Windows installation off of them and not being able to use them again. We have a freaking desktop already. Oh my god, it's actually working? The touchpad isn't, but I think it's... I think ReactOS is not yet supporting any USB stuff, so it kind of makes sense. But then again, the touchpad should be PS2 internally, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. The touchpad is still not working, by the way. I can actually zoom out a little here and focus again. So yeah, touchpad is not working. But it's still saying installing devices, so maybe it's doing something. And no, it's not stuck, by the way, because the CD drive is still working like crazy. So the installing devices window just disappeared, and yes, the touchpad is working. Holy shit, I didn't... Wow, that's kind of surprising actually. Holy shit. I didn't expect that at all. After all, this thing is still in alpha, so... Oh my god. I could even test if Wi-Fi is working, but I don't think so. I just turned it on, by the way. Another quirk of this laptop is whenever you turn it off or restart this thing, the Wi-Fi will turn off. So yeah, language. Let's use German because there we go. Language English, of course, still. But keyword layout is German because I am German. Oh, you can even install ReactOS directly from the live. Okay, I didn't know that. But let's actually just run it. Appears to work fine, so... I love how it still says English though here. Like, I've just turned it to German, so... But it still thinks I'm English. Oh, it actually... Okay. I'll remove that real quick here. No, it's German. Okay. So, what can I try here? I don't think we can actually make a Wi-Fi connection yet with ReactOS. I mean, there is a workaround for that via the command line, but I'm not going to do that anymore here. And it's also currently not 5 PM, I think. It's 3 PM actually. So the internal clock of this thing is also kind of not good. Because I remember setting this thing correctly back in July or something like that. And it's off by almost 41 minutes right now. Or if it's backwards, maybe just 20 minutes. So let me see, can we do network connection here? I don't have any Ethernet cables lying around here either, so I can't even try that. But at least ReactOS is working on this old piece of shit here, so kudos to them, I think. And I don't want to waste any more time on this thing, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, before I actually move on to the next one, this right here, is one hell of a throwback to Windows 95 times. Or even Windows 98, I think, did the same too. Not really sure about that one, but I remember Windows 95 doing that, like telling you to physically shut down your computer right now because they had no smart turn off or some whatever you can call it, or ACPI probably. So that's a really huge throwback right there. The next laptop I'm going to try and run ReactOS on is the Latitude 13, I think this one is. And it does not come with a CD drive, but I actually have a USB CD drive here, which I'll try this. I think it may not work because, as I said earlier, ReactOS does not yet come with USB drivers installed, or USB drivers built in. So we'll see, I guess. Except it's completely surprising me and it will actually boot up. I have my doubts about that, but let's actually try it. Because why not? And focus is completely off again here, so let me fix that. Yeah, I really need a new camera, but I'm saying that like a year already or something like that, and I've never actually came, yeah, there it actually just blue screened. So yeah, I/O, I think it has to do with the I/O and the USB drive here. Since this thing does not come with built-in DVD drive, we have no luck in booting ReactOS here, I think. Let's move on to the next one, and I actually should eject the DVD first. There we go. And this one actually has a semi-built-in disk drive. This is Latitude XT2 with a touchscreen, which will definitely not work on ReactOS. And wow, it's really scratched up. Holy shit! I never realized that. It comes with a semi pre-installed CD drive because there's like the docking station you can take off, and in the docking station there's a CD drive built in here. So let's try and use that. I think internally it's still routed through like a USB device, but let's try it. I'm really curious if it's going to work or not. Let's use the debug version this time. I actually didn't try the debug version, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work either, because I/O error is probably due to the missing USB interface stuff right now. So we'll have to wait around a year or something like that, and probably ReactOS will support USB stuff till then. And pretty excited for that, because that's basically the time ReactOS is becoming more and more user-friendly. And the only thing they're missing still is NTFS support, because I think they can already read FAT and FAT32. I'm not really sure about FAT32, but I know for sure that they can read FAT file systems. And yeah, hit USB, we're stuck there. So yeah, it's not doing anything anymore. That's pretty much when ReactOS is stuck there, you can either try to restart it again, or try to remove USB devices if you're on a desktop. Since we're on a laptop here, there are a ton of USB devices already built in. So like it has a proximity sensor or whatever it is, or a light sensor, not a proximity sensor, built into here, which is probably a USB device internally. There's no webcam, and there's a USB card reader. And this control panel, not sure if it's wired with the keyboard or or via USB, I mean, but it probably is. Let's use screen this time. I know that sometimes you can boot up ReactOS with the debug option and one time with the screen option. It's always a little, it's always different. At least you can see when it actually gets stuck here. There's no pending IRP. Deadlock detected. Yeah, USB hub 2.0. So it's getting stuck on some kind of USB hub here, but I suspect it's actually the docking station down there. But this thing has no internal USB, no internal CD drive, sorry. So yeah, we're out of luck here. Let's move on to the next one, and I can already skip the one you see in the back on the top there, which is my Acer one, because it has no internal CD drive either. So yeah, we can skip that completely, I think. You know what, actually, I don't want to skip anything. I still want to try it, but I can already tell you it won't work. So If it doesn't work, I'll just cut most of my tests right now out of the video and just report the outcome. Yeah, because as soon as it tries to load something from DVD again, it's not working anymore. So, yes, USB-C drives don't work yet with ReactOS, which will probably have to wait another few months or years till that's working. So, I actually forgot to eject the DVD again. There we go. Let's move on to the next one, the Dell Latitude. Oh no, it's not actually a Latitude, it's a Vostro 1520. And I need the charger cable again because the battery in this one is completely dead. There we go. So, and by the way, I've actually ran ReactOS already on this thing, and I even got a Wi-Fi connection to work on this, and perfectly fine, no issues there. So I know this thing works, and it should boot right into the desktop and work like a charm. And even ReactOS themselves was kind of surprised about that, and I made a tweet to them. Maybe if I don't forget it, I'll post it in here or just show it on the video here. Showing off how I made an internet connection via Wi-Fi in this thing. Not going to do that in this video, of course, because it would take too long, but just look it up on Twitter. I'll probably also leave a link in the description below, and you know where to go from there on, I think. So yeah, there we are, boot screen. Let's set it to German again, even though it will probably not work again. Run ReactOS Live CD. And we should boot right into the desktop. Yep, there we go. So I knew this one already. Yes, it's still in English. It's probably a bug, which I can report after this video. And network connections. Oh, it's actually turned off, I think. Was it turned off? No, it was actually turned on, but the little Wi-Fi light didn't come on here. Or is it? I think that's broken. I'm not sure. There was something broken in this. Yeah, I know already. The power light is broken in this one. It sometimes comes on still, but it's really weird actually. Like, you can do a complete motherboard reset by taking out the battery, taking out the CMOS battery, and the light will come on again. But it's so weird actually. It's completely random. So yeah, there are no network capabilities right now because I'm too lazy to look the command line up again to get it running. But since this is a live CD, we aren't going to be able to do much anyway. So, you know, actually, let me check something. I think I still have ReactOS installed on the hard drive in this thing. Yeah, okay, I installed SourceOS, oh wait. So, I was remembering that a little bit wrong. Anyway, so Dell Vostro 1520 works flawlessly. Even the Wi-Fi card that comes with it works out of the box in ReactOS, and you can use it. Like, no issues at all with that. And let's move on to the last one, which is my most damaged laptop I own, and let's see if it can still read DVDs and everything. And yes, it's really dusty and everything. And as you see, this one is a completely damaged one. You may have seen it already somewhere, maybe, not sure. But I think this still has a working battery inside. No, it's dead. Okay, so let me get the charger for this thing and let's try it on our last laptop of the day. There we go, charger is ready. Let's power it on. And let's insert the ReactOS CD. And let's choose boot menu. And I should probably also mount the microphone on my chest again here. As you see, the screen is a little bit damaged if I wiggle it around like this. But it's still working fine, so it's a fighter. I can't describe it with any other words. So this thing actually once ran Hackintosh on it, so even Hackintosh works on this thing. I'd be surprised if ReactOS wouldn't, so who knows? It will probably run because I believe in this thing. I believe in this laptop because it has done so many weird things already that I didn't think it would run actually, that I think it will. Oh, is it actually stuck there? No. Come on, I had faith in you, come on. Please boot. Let me try that again. I can't actually believe it, that this thing won't run ReactOS. And if you can read this here, you know exactly where I got this laptop from. At least it's loading something right now. There we go. Thank you. I did believe in this thing. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta believe in something and it will happen. Would have been funny if it didn't run ReactOS, because as said, this thing ran Hackintosh perfectly fine, even with audio drivers and everything. So yeah, it would kind of be weird if it didn't run ReactOS, to be honest. So I even bet that the Wi-Fi connection is going to work on this thing, but as said, I'm not going to try that in this video because it's already far too long, because I planned to make this video like 20 minutes or something, and I'm already recording for an hour? Something like that, and it's crazy, I know, and I'm really bad at figuring video times out, so video lengths actually. Oh my god. But we still have one PC to go, which is a desktop one with a Pentium 4 inside. I suspect it's going to run on this thing, but I still want to try it. The whole video is actually just me wanting to try it on a Pentium 4, but then I was like, why not try it on more like that? Like, why not try it on all of my laptops I have? I mean, these aren't really all laptops that I own, but there are some laptops that I don't want to try this on because I still use them productively, and there's like the GPD one, which I didn't even want to try it on because it has a really weird CPU inside, which is definitely not going to run Windows XP or 7, even though they're fairly new compared to ReactOS, what it's going to be like when it's finished. And it's definitely not going to run ReactOS, so I'm not going to try it on the GPD win. I'm not going to try it on my MacBook Air, which I have. Also not going to try it on my Windows tablet that I own. And I'm also not going to try it on my two gaming machines, or one is my old gaming rig and one is my newer one. So, yeah. Yeah, perfectly fine. Let me try to adjust the screen resolution here, because I think this thing has a 1280 by 800. Yeah, there we go. And it works perfectly fine too, so no surprise there, honestly, because as said, this thing ran Hackintosh even pretty well, and Windows 10, and didn't stutter anywhere, by the way. So thank you, train. Yeah, the train is just moving by and doing crazy stuff. Anyway, so working perfectly fine even with this full screen resolution, and there doesn't seem to be acceleration built into ReactOS yet. Hardware acceleration, I mean. So let's actually see. Yeah, there's no hardware acceleration. So I could try and install the graphics drivers onto ReactOS for this thing, and I might even do that. I might even install ReactOS on the hard drive of this thing, because I'm really curious to see what this thing can actually do, because it has surprised me all over the place. It can run so many things that I didn't even think it would run. And yeah, I'm just speechless right now. So I'll probably try that, and let me actually see if it can read NTFS files. It can actually fucking read NTFS already. I didn't know that. They already have NTFS support built in? Oh my god. That's also surprising right now. Yeah, they can... Wow. ReactOS has really evolved the last few months. So let me shut it down again. And... check the DVD, please. And let's try it on our last machine. The Pentium 4 one. Let's shut it off. There we go. Dusty cover. And let's move on to the last one. Okay, so I'm running out of camera battery, and I'll just make this a quick one. So let's try this. Why is it not turning on? Do I have it on? Yes, I do have it unplugged, so come on. There we go. Let's plug it back in. And no, the upper one is just a CD drive. Oh no, it's actually a DVD one, so let's use the upper one. Okay, so I've removed the USB 3 card, and let's try it again. And this time the monitor actually likes me. CD-ROM, there we go. Nope, it's not booting. We are out of luck there, I think. So my Pentium 4 does not run ReactOS. There is still a Wi-Fi card built in this thing, but I'm not going to remove it. So yeah, Pentium 4 doesn't run ReactOS, and I'll end this video here because it's going for far too long already. As I said, I'm recording for almost an hour right now, and I'm done. I'm ill, I have a headache and everything, and I just want to get this done. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was mildly interesting, I think. Leave a like if you liked this video. Leave a downvote if you didn't like this video. Of course, works too. Leave a subscribe if you super like this video, and also turn the bell icon on if you want to get notified if I upload new stuff in the future. Anyways, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.